Hello everybody, this is Mr. Nice Guy 21107 here with some more Katawa Shoujo. This is the 25th episode. Guys, that's 1/4 away from, what is it, 100? No. Yeah, 100. And, that's actually quite a lot. I have still had at least one like in every single video. And I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy you guys enjoy it, because I very much enjoy it as well. So that's awesome. Now, I invited myself to Presents and Presents at 428, so let's see how that works. That's pretty loud. Let's just, Jesus Christ. Okay. Bored of standing in place and watching the television in the shop window, I pull myself away from the tacky display with little effort. After living in Yamaku, the city seems like an entirely different world. No running in the halls. Common orderly conduct is to be used at all times in the classrooms. Students have to exit rooms after checking both directions for oncomers. Elevators are reserved for movement intake students, and single file on the stairs. Compared to such strict, almost regimental standards, the city's shopping arcade might as well be a strange country. While the school may have its fair share of hustle and bustle during the festival, the outside world is much different. It's strange, having lived in a metropolitan city before my accident. This should feel more natural than Yamaku and the surrounding town ever could. Yet it feels foreign somehow. The elevator walkways and tall buildings, each adorned with billboards taller than any three people, don't do anything to distract me from the passing crowd's reactions. Damn, son. Okay. Lily keeps one hand on my shoulder, the other hand her cane, which taps the ground with a metronome-like steadiness. Looking over to her, that neutral smile of hers still holds. Having only seen her in school uniform, I'd not have recognized her as she sat on the bench waiting for me to come, if not for her cane propped up against it and her distinctive hair. So she had cancer, and wasn't blind. We just walked right past her. I can't tell whether they're glancing at due to her height, her foreign looks, her obvious blindness, or all three. Not that any of those would make the situation any less uncomfortable than it is. Do you have any ideas of where to look first, Hisao? Your soft voice breaks me out of my line of thought. I can't imagine that she's failing to notice the attention she garners, but she seems unfazed by it. I get the feeling she's the type to enjoy walking outside, so she might be used to it by now. Not really. This is my first time in the city, so I've got no idea where to go. She furrows her brow in thought, planning a route for us to take, and come to think of it, a way to communicate. Something I'd noticed in the time I've been with her is how, when deep in thought, she lacks close to any form of body language to show it. Her expression may change, but not a hint of movement shows. She seems to have little in the way of sweeping physical gestures in general, though, so I've assumed it's part of her reserved nature. Is there any large electronics store near here? I take a quick look around, mostly finding clothing stores. After a few seconds, I notice a store with a bright blue sign some distance away that fits her description. Yep, it's just a bit ahead of us. Should we go in that direction? Thankfully, it's just the information she needed. With a nod, we start off and head towards Lily's unknown destination. Landmarks being our guide. Yay! That looks like ice cream. Oh, there we go. Here we go, 1 vanilla, 1 chocolate. I hand the money over to the counter and take the cones to the railing that Lily's sitting on. I can't believe her let her trick me like this. She's not only led me to an ice cream stall, but also got me to buy her some. At least she gave me the money for hers. Damn, dude. Like, why don't you just fucking buy for hers? Jesus Christ. Being such a stick-up. Sure enough, she's patiently waiting there where I left her. I guess she was planning on making the day an event rather than a simple shopping trip. Hey. I call out to her and slowly place the vanilla cone into her outstretched hands, being careful to make sure she has a good hold of it before letting go. At least her tastes are fairly normal. I was worried she'd ask for some weird flavor when she first asked. Here's the change. Damn, son. Ooh. It's okay, keep it. I moved to protest, but realized the futility of doing so over such a small amount. I slipped the coin in my pocket, supplementing my meager allowance ever so slightly. Wooly shows no sign of wanting to get up, so I take a seat beside her and start eating my own ice cream. The summer weather's nice. Hopefully it'll hold out for a while. You too? I'm beginning to think I'm the only person who prefers winter. I contemplate her statement for a long moment. Yeah, I think you might be. It draws the intended reaction. She's so cute when she's pouting. Damn, you're just gonna go all frank with it? Boom. Like, boom, there we go. Like, I don't even need to be here. You guys can just do that, okay? Fine. I don't need to be here. Just kidding. So much fucking stuff in this room. Still, I can't really imagine what's so good about winter. You can't go out without bundling up, and you still freeze anyway. I used to live further north, where there'd be plenty of snow to play in, so it's a little nostalgic. I don't like the heat very much either. At least you can wear skirts, so don't complain. She gives an amused giggle as we both get back to finishing our already melting cones. I idly sit and watch the crowds going by as we eat, catching bits and pieces of conversation. Looking at Lily, I see her dutifully. No. We're good. I see her dutifully looking her ice cream from the top downwards, blissfully unaware of the fact that it's beginning to melt. It's melting. Where? Oh my god, from the fucking Empire State Building. Down a bit. She lowers her mouth from the top of the cone, but has no idea of exactly where the ice cream's dripping. What follows is a game of guiding her left and right until she finally finds it. To any onlooker, it might seem absolutely bizarre. A girl with her eyes closed, turning her cone over and over as the guy next to her gives instructions. A strange variant of childhood blindfold games, maybe. I don't know. This guy might be into some kinky shit like that. In good time, we finally finish our treats and while away the time conversing casually. Oh. Caught mid-sentence, Lily perks her head in her trademark manner. It's a unmistakably sign that something's caught her attention. Ah. What is it? Is Akira somewhere over there? I think I heard her. How the what? How can she do... I raise an eyebrow as I look in the direction she's facing, somewhat doubtful of her ability to pick out Akira's lone voice in the din. Sure enough, though, a blonde girl in a suit can be seen through the tiny gaps between people walking every which way. I use a hand and wave, trying to catch her attention. Satao! Hey, S.A. Hey, Satao. She stops in her tracks and looks towards me, evidently noticing my calls. As she does, I notice someone walking beside her. I can't get a good look at whoever it is, though, before the two begin walking towards where we are. As we reach us, Lily and I stand and dust ourselves off. Akira. Yeah, you two. Is that a girl? Looks pretty girlish to me. I'm gonna raise my microphone. She nods toward me, a gesture which I quickly return. My gaze shifts to the young girl next to her and our eyes meet. As I do, Akira pops a hand under her head, a move which doesn't seem to faze her. Okay, so it is a girl. I don't believe we've met. I'm Hideaki. Hideaki? What the fuck? Let me just practice his name. Hideaki. Hideaki, okay. Pleased to meet you, Hisao. A guy's name, huh? Guess I just dodged a bullet there. He bows, somewhat restrained by Akira's hand being on his head. Okay, so it is a guy, or... Oh, Hideaki's here too? Are you well? Ooh. Akira's been taking very good care of me, thank you. Akira grins as if to affirm the point and rubs his head hard, dragging it around in circular motion. His dreary face during this is somewhat amusing. Uncle's out on business again, so I'm just taking him around town for today. I'd have preferred to be spending the day on a date with my boyfriend, but... Damn, son. Hideaki gives a cough to try and redirect Akira's thoughts. As he does so, though, I find mine wandering. They are related? And further, as first cousins, I suppose that explains why she's taking... Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I suppose that explains why she's taking care of him in any case. Come to think of it, Hideaki, how do you know my name? Akira told me. Being a Yamaku student, I suppose you're disabled in some way? Not everyone in Yamaku is disabled. Which I only learned a handful of days ago. I give silent thanks to Shizune and Misha for their stream of information about how the school works. Because of them, I found out that since the school will accept practically anybody suffering from non-mental disabilities, it doesn't discriminate against healthy people either. It seems unlikely that many in good health would enroll there, though. While the standard of education is pretty high, it's extremely isolated and very much focused on helping disabled students. Hey guys, I actually I have a little bit of story time for you. There was a person, I don't think I have like any evidence to show you, but I got intel from one of my friends who once played this game that there was a person who was so obsessed, and he's like, oh yeah, I'll go to a school and you know, have sexual intercourse with, you know, 5 women. So he chops off his own arm and tries to get his friend to chop off his other arm, but his friend wouldn't do it. So now he only has, well, he might be dead. I'm not very sure about the details exactly, or he might be in a mental institution, which is where he should go. I mean, this is a video game. It's not real. Never will be real. That's pretty weird, though. How 4 Studios could make it so real that, you know, somebody would actually do that. That's that must be like kind of humbling and kind of just freaky for 4 Studios. Now, what I do notice here is Hideaki. Why the fuck? What is this shit? Is Hideaki like a transgender? I don't know. It seems unlikely that many in good health would enroll there, though. While the standard of education is pretty high, it's extremely isolated and very much focused on helping disabled students. You're dodging the question. Damn, he's sharp. Before I can say another word, though, he decides to take a stab at it himself. If I were to call it myself, your heart? Akira smiled curiously at me. Her interest piqued as well. That sure was a lucky guess. That is you. You show no missing limbs or deformities, so external disabilities are out. Considering the lack of any strange mannerisms, it's also likely that you have any mental disability. But Yamaku doesn't take mentally disabled students. I know. Leaving that aside, the only possibility left is that of internal disabilities. I don't know which one you might bear, so I guess, correctly as it turns out, and your reaction confirmed my guess. More than a little bemused, I look to Akira. She grins and shrugs, obviously taking some enjoyment out of her partner's deductions. He's sharp, yes, but he's a little unsympathetic, logical, but lacking in tact. His attitude reminds me of Shizune in a way, as do his looks. May I ask why you're staring at me? Surely I'm not that unusual specimen. Does he not know how unusual he looks? I could overlook the spats and clothing as just being coincidental, but the ribbon in his hair is really too much. It's entirely beside the point, though. Sorry, you just remind me of someone. Oh. Akira gives him a sharp jab with her elbow. Told you you're not that much different from her. He coughs into his hand and to try and maintain an upright and serious demeanor. I see you've met my sister, then. Perhaps my full name might help you. I am Hideaki Hakamichi. You're probably thinking of my sister, Shizune Hakamichi. Oh, so he's Shizune's brother. Wait a minute, if Hideaki is the son of Akira's uncle and Shizune is his sister, And that means Lily and Chizune's fathers are brothers. Therefore, Lily and Chizune are first cousins. Lily groans in an I don't want to say that word. Lily groans in an uncharacteristically unrestrained manner. Their action earns an... Lily groans in an uncharacteristically unrestrained manner. The reaction earns an amused smirk from her sister. The enmity between the two just took another meaning. I had thought it simply a matter of difficulty of communication between the two, but a family feud makes things much more complicated. You can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. She gives a half-hearted shrug. She mustn't give as much weight to the two conflicts as I do. That's how it is. What are you two up to anyway on this fine day? We're shopping for Hanako's birthday present. The day will be coming up soon, so this is the last chance we'll have before school starts again for the week. Akira makes a strange face, as if Lily had just said that the sky wasn't blue and the clouds not white. Isn't her birthday on the 10th next month? Yes. Why, is something wrong? Akira's face seems to collapse. It's an utterly unbefitting expression for someone so rowdy and headstrong. The folks didn't call you yet? As Lily shakes her head cluelessly, I look at Hideaki to see if he knows anything about this. A simple shrug isn't the answer. For a moment, Akira ponders what to do before smiling once again. The fact that she can hide her emotions so quickly and effectively is unsettling. Hey Shorty, sorry, but could you hang with us out for a while? Guys, I think this would be best settled in the next episode. So, yeah, I have a fun time understanding what's going on now. I love you all, except for unheterosexual men. Goodbye.